March 30th, 1981. Washington, D.C. The President of the United States steps out of a hotel, smiling, waving to reporters. Cameras flashing. Secret Service agents scanning the crowd. And then 6 shots. In less than 2 seconds, the president collapses. A Secret Service agent dives, blood on the sidewalk. Panic. Screaming. Chaos. But here's the part nobody was ready for. The man who pulled the trigger didn't do it for politics. He didn't do it for money. He didn't even do it for fame. He did it to impress a teenage actress. Tonight on Crime Line, the disturbing story of John Hinckley Jr., the obsession, the delusion, the attempted assassination, and how the man who shot a president is walking free today. Before he was a headline, John Hinckley Jr. was just another lonely young man, born into wealth, raised in comfort, given opportunity. But socially, he struggled. By his early 20s, he had dropped out of college, failed at launching a music career, drifted through Los Angeles, trying to make it. He wanted attention, validation, recognition. Instead, he felt invisible, and invisibility can do strange things to a fragile mind. In 1976, John watched a film that would permanently alter his reality. Taxi Driver, the story of Travis Bickle, a socially isolated man spiraling into paranoia and violent fantasy. John didn't just like the movie. He saw himself in it. He watched it again. And again. More than a dozen times. He copied the clothes, the mannerisms, the brooding silence. But there was something else. Someone else. A young actress in the film, Jodie Foster. And that's where the obsession began. Jodie Foster was just 13 when the movie was filmed. By 1980, she was attending Yale University. John learned this, and he traveled across the country. He found her dorm. He slipped letters into her mailbox. Poems, declarations, rambling confessions. He called her dorm phone. She answered. Briefly, she told him clearly. Stop. He didn't. He recorded their conversations. He believed they were connected. In his mind, they shared something deeper. In reality, she was terrified. University officials were notified, but nothing escalated far enough to stop him. And rejection, it didn't kill the fantasy. It intensified it. In Taxi Driver, the main character attempts to assassinate a political figure. John absorbed that idea like scripture. He convinced himself of something chilling. If he did something historic, something shocking, something violent, Jodie Foster would finally see him. It wouldn't be invisible anymore. He would be unforgettable. It wasn't about politics. It wasn't about ideology. It was about obsession. His first target. President Jimmy Carter. He attended rallies, blended into crowds, watched security. At one event, he got disturbingly close. Close enough to see how possible it was, but he hesitated. Later, airport security found firearms in his luggage. He was detained, fined, released. No one realized they had just intercepted a future presidential attacker, and then the election changed everything. Ronald Reagan won the presidency in 1980. John shifted focus immediately. If he was going to do this, it had to be the sitting president. He mailed Jodie Foster a postcard referencing the White House. Cryptic, disturbing, possessive. He believed destiny was unfolding. He believed history was calling him. The Washington Hilton Hotel. President Reagan finishes a speech. He exits through a side entrance, the so-called President's Walk. Reporters crowd forward, Caimadas Flass, and standing among them. John Hinckley Jr., he pulls out a revolver, fires 6 shots in under 2 seconds. The Secret Service reacts instantly. Agent Timothy McCarthy takes a bullet while shielding the president. Press Secretary James Brady collapses. Officer Thomas Delante is struck. 1 bullet ricochets off the limousine and enters Reagan's chest. The president is shoved into the car and rushed to the hospital. For several terrifying hours, the nation doesn't know if he'll survive. He does. Barely. The country is stunned. Why? Why would someone do this? The answer shocked everyone. To impress Jodie Foster. Not political rage. Not extremism. Romantic delusion. Hinckley is arrested immediately. Calm, detached, almost blank. The trial begins in 1982. His defense argues insanity. Psychiatrists testify about depression, narcissism, psychosis, obsession. The jury deliberates. And then the verdict: not guilty by reason of insanity. The nation explodes in outrage. He isn't sent to prison, he's sent to a psychiatric hospital. Hinckley spends the next 3 decades in treatment, therapy, medication, evaluations. Gradually, doctors say he improves. He expresses remorse, denies ongoing obsession, claims rehabilitation. Supervised visits turn into longer stays outside the facility. Then in 2016, a federal judge rules he no longer poses a danger. Easily said, the man who shot a president walks free. After his release, something strange happens. He starts writing music. He creates social media accounts. He uploads videos, soft songs, guitar performances, calm speaking tone. A former presidential assassin, now functioning as a niche internet musician. Some people believe in rehabilitation. Others believe justice was never served. The debate continues. This case isn't just about a shooting. It's about obsession, isolation, untreated mental illness, the danger of parasocial fixation, believing you have a relationship with someone who doesn't know you exist. Hinckley didn't hate America. He hated feeling invisible, and he believed violence would make him matter. That's what makes this case so disturbing. It wasn't ideology. It was delusion. One unstable mind. One movie. One obsession. 6 bullets, and history almost changed forever. John Hinckley Jr. says he's rehabilitated. He says he's not a threat. But the question remains, can someone who once tried to rewrite history for attention ever truly disappear from it? This was Crimeline, and we'll see you in the next case.